says we're live. Hello. Welcome to your Friday lunch chat with me, Sarah, at Not Another Hat. Thank you for joining us. I have some fun stuff I want to show you today. A little video I took of our new Tosh and the new thing I'm going to cast on in that. You heard it. I'm casting on. You can't stop me. I'm not even going to finish something first either. Watch me. Watch me not finish anything and cast on something new. Probably going to have to buy needles for it because I have too many things on the needles. Darn it. Oh, that's okay though, because it's going to make me happy. That's what counts ultimately, right? Yes. Thank you. I hope you guys are there because I can't see anything. But yeah, Friday, we made it through another week. It's kind of cooled off a little bit. It's really windy, but the AC's out. So I'm glad it's cool or cooler. Yeah, our HVAC is down for a while. They're looking for some parts. So Julia, apologies if it's hot tomorrow. This morning, the key is the first thing in the morning, crank open the back door and then crack the other door if it's before you open, and that'll get the air moving out, because when I got in this morning it was so warm. So I cranked the back garage all the way up and then just cracked the front one, and then now Jill's got the front one cracked. We have both open right now. It's not too bad of a wind tunnel, but it's really helped me to keep the air moving. So I'm going to tell everyone, Ginny, in just a second. You didn't miss anything. Yes, I do have cast-on-itis. Yeah, no AC till next week, hopefully. They had to look for parts. I'm going to share Diane's comment because look at that. She says, amazing delivery once again, 2 days from Hood River to Virginia. I would love to take credit for that. I mean, I know we do turn our orders around lickety split. My lights just went off. Just a sec. Okay. So we do try to ship orders really fast when they come in, but the rest of the credit has to go to the USPS. So thank you, USPS, for getting Diane's package all the way to Virginia from Oregon in 2 days. Yes. Hello. I'm just reading through your comments. Oh, Berta, you just got your AC back on? Oh, yeah. Julia's going to need the ice drinks on the hour every hour. I know it's hard getting people to shop for wool and yarn in general when they're hot and sweaty. So I hope that we have a nice breeze to keep the air moving. It's great that we have the 2 garage doors. So if you've been here, you for sure saw the front garage door, which we open anytime the weather's nice enough to have it open. It's right by the main door. But most people don't realize that we have a back garage door, and because we keep it closed all the time, for a while it wouldn't really open, but it's opening now. Anyways, we just don't really open it up very often. So it's right behind, to the left of the checkout counter, if you're standing at the counter. So yeah, we have two big fat garage doors. You would think we could wanted to drive something fun into the art store, but no. So, okay, before I talk about the Tosh and all of that goodness, I want to show you a couple things that came in this week. Actually, they came in. Whoa, what just happened here? Oh, wrong way. They came in at the end of last week, I think, and I didn't get a chance to tell you about them, but I'm gonna show you now. Cocoknits has some new pretty things. Okay, one of them is the beloved triangle stitch markers that come in the flight of stitch markers. They've now released them on their own in this beautiful new neutral palette. So this is the cute little box. Isn't them in their packaging? It's so alluring because it's so cute. Okay, so what we have, oh gosh, I just love Cocoknits markers. I'm not going to be able to show these to you adequately. Tip my hand. There we go. Can you kind of see those? So they're the powder coated steel, so they're magnetic. And they have like the bigger size here, and then they have a medium size, and then they have a wee size, just a wee little stitch marker. And then they're in different colors also. So let's see do they give us the breakdown? 3 each of each size in 6 different colors. I can do math. Uh, what does that come out to? 18 of each marker? I think it does. 18 of each size, 6 colors. Anyways, they're adorable. And if you have not used the Cocoknits triangles before, they are my favorite. Previously, that you could only get them in the whole flight of stitch markers, and I would buy the flight just to get the triangles. I absolutely love using triangle stitch markers because they're so easy to flip over from left to right when you get to them, because there's always one little corner available for your needle to go into. And so these are $10. And of course, Cocoknits markers are all magnetic. So if you have a Stitcher's Keep or a Maker's Keep bracelet, you can just plop them on there. I actually have the bracelet. I just set it on the table next to where I knit. So it's so great. You just drop the marker, you know it's going to be caught on your little magnetic thing. But like any magnetic, like little pin thing from sewing, etc., those would all work. The other thing we got from Cocoknits are stitch stoppers in their new earth tone shades as well. So that's the same shades used on the triangle stitch markers. This is a fun little sound. I love these things. These are so fantastic. They're different sizes, and you can just stick them on the ends of your needles. So they're like a glorified needle protector, right? But they do a lot. You can use them for a lot more than just keeping your stitches on when you put your work away. They're really great for trying your work on. So like, let's say you're working on a sweater and you want to see how the length is going or the fit. You can put half the stitches on a second circular so you have enough, room for them to really stretch, but you can put the stitch stoppers on each end so that as you put it on and wrangle it like over your head, etc., no stitches can come off because these little foam guys just wedge right on there. So they're really, really great. Jill loves them. She's the one that converted me over to them. I've never been much of a point protector type of person. Like I'm always just like, I don't know, shove it far enough down on your needles and you're fine. But Jill swore by these. And so at one of our retreats years ago, we passed out a couple containers. So everybody got a couple and we were all playing with them. And that's when I was like, no, wait, these are really cool. So new stitch stoppers in earth tones. And of course, the awesome triangle markers. So yay. Oh my gosh. Chrissy, that's hilarious. Chrissy says that her markers sometimes will stick in the iPad. The cover, has that little magnetic closure. That's a great way not to lose a stitch marker, especially if you're using your iPad to knit, like follow a pattern, using an app or something. That's so funny. That's great. I'm trying to think. Mine have stuck somewhere else surprising magnetically that I can't remember now off the top of my head, where I was like, oh, well, that's handy. Otherwise, I would have lost that. Okay. Would you guys like to see the Tosh we got in? I'm going to share my screen and show you guys a little video. It was easier for me to take a video this morning before we opened rather than try to just plan on doing it live, because if there's a lot of people in the store, I feel really awkward making a video walking around with a lot of people. So I just did it before. So we're going to do this, and let's see here. Hey, I just had to show you guys the new colors we just got in all of our Tosh lines. So we're here at Farm Twist right now. This is the DK, and we have Tart, and then Lepidoptera, which is this right here, one of my absolute all-time favorites. Iris, favorite pair right here. Madonna, Copper Pink, or Star Scatter, excuse me. Joshua, no, Cactus. I think this is Lost in Trees, Coffee Grounds, Brick Dust, Saffron, which is gorgeous. This is No Farewell, but as soon as we got it on the shelf, it sold. And Turn. So really, really gorgeous colors there. And now I'm going to pop over to the Triple Twist. All right, so Triple Twist here. This is their heavy worsted. Works up so gorgeous at 4 stitches to the inch, but it will do 3.5. It'll also do 4.5. It's just such a squishy, delicious yarn. So the Farm Twist we were just looking at, that's 2 plies of Tosh Merino Light that are plied together to make that kind of squishy DK. This is 3 plies of Tosh Merino Light, which is why it's called Triple Twist. So we have Turn. It's just one of my favorite grays. Night in Chile. Siren, so gorgeous. And then we have Bluestow, Candlewick, Tart. And then just as a little bit, we have some Joshua Tree glazed pecan and one last little copper pink there. All right, now we're gonna go look at the Merino Light. Just looking at this makes me so happy. So we had some already. Obviously, that's not all of this is new. And hanging above it is the unicorn tails, which is so fun. But I'll point out some of my favorite new colors because they're just so great. So Wino Forever. Oh my Lord, this color is just, it just glows. It absolutely glows. And then Ceremony up here, gorgeous. Lay down here, that's the hot pink right there. How about Texas Tulips? That's Texas Tulips. It's so beautiful. Sunday Drive. I think some that we have Kitten right here. That's a new one. Caviar Dreams right up here. Coffee Grounds, gorgeous. So yes, we are stocked up. Oh, I think we got Tart back in stock right here. So I'm going to show you guys a really cool project that I'm scheming to do now in Tosh Merino Light and Unicorn Tails. All right, so there was our little video. Oh, it's just so good. Jill and I just keep we find ourselves like magnetized over just standing in front of all the colors, just staring. Like, what could we do? What can we do? So I actually have something I'm going to do. Thank you to a customer, Sally, who was emailing and trying to find the name of a pattern that we talked about a while back for a certain yarn. And the name that she thought it was, the pattern that she thought it was, wasn't something I had ever talked about because I had never seen it before. But when she said what it was that she was looking for, I went and looked it up and I was like, oh, I don't know this. I've never talked about it, but I want to make it. So let me share my screen one more time and show you guys what I'm going to make. So let me go down in the corner again. That's better. Yes. Okay. So this is called Full Spectrum by Andrea Rangel. And get a load of this. You see the hat? You see it, right? And now check this out. It's reversible. It's fingering and reversible. So here we go. Here it is. You knit all the way from up here through the stripes. Then you do some ribbing and then through the little color work thing, the geometric pattern. Isn't that so cool? I just think this is so, so cute. So there it is again. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to show you my yarn now. Okay. So couldn't resist. I had to get the yarn. Okay, so this is going to be my main color. It's very dark. It's like Thunderstorm. And we don't have more of it, but we'll be getting more. But we have other great neutrals that you could easily do it. So I'm going to do my little rainbow stripes are going to be in these tails right here. Can I hang on to it with one hand? Yeah. There we go. So kind of like a little muted rainbow. Oops, my red and my glazed pecan are out of order. There we go. So that'll be against this. And then on the color work, on the reverse, I'm going to do Celadon. That's my unicorn tail here. So that very, very light kind of almost blue-green. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to cast this on. And I am probably going to have to get more needles. No, it's not for you, Jennifer. My sister is begging for things. I don't know. It could be for you. Do you want one? You can message me about what you what you want, what color scheme you want. Because can we talk color schemes? You saw the wall of Tosh. Your choices for main colors and then the tails to fill those in unending. So we would love to help you put together a full spectrum combo. If you like have a hint, like if you're like, oh, I love blue greens, or I want it to be more neutrals with just a little pop, just message us and send us a message to customer service. We would totally do that for you. That would be really, really fun. And so I'm sure you'll see more about this hat developing because, a new cast on is going to consume all my attention over the weekend. So hopefully I'll at least be through one half of it by our Tuesday chat. We'll see, right? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's a really fun new diversion. The full spectrum hat and the Tosh and yum. Okay. So the last thing I wanted to talk about before I let y'all go for the weekend is our mini retreat, which, as you probably saw, went on sale yesterday. And we had a ton of signups right off the bat, but it's not totally full. So if you're still thinking about it, then by all means, I think you should hop on board, because I'm going to put together some kick-ass swag for this retreat. And I really like putting together swag, like really. It is one of my favorite things. And if you've attended one of our retreats before, then you probably know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, we like to do it upright. And so then we're also going to have some very exciting pop-up vendors and trunk show stuff like new yarn just for that day. And I can't totally divulge yet who's coming, but we are going to have a pop-up shop from somebody inside here in the shop whose stuff, it's not yarn. And I know you all are going to want to buy it. We'll be talking about it later, but I just need to firm the details up before I like verbally commit them all over the internet. So, but I'm really excited. It's going to be so fun. Christy, yeah, really quick, I'm going to back up. The hat is double thickness, so it's fingering weight yarn, double thickness, because you pop whatever side you don't want to wear inside out. So yeah, the retreat, like details. We'll start off with morning mimosas and shopping. We'll have some pastries and mimosas, and you'll have a private shopping time for a couple of hours in the morning before the shop opens. Then lunch will be on your own, and then you'll come back and we'll have a class. I'm going to teach a class on the absolute best way to make a sweater fit for you, which is something I feel very competent in after owning the shop for 16 years and helping people of every shape and size make sweaters that fit them. And then B, I've knit over 100 sweaters myself. So that's room for a lot of trial and error. I've learned a lot. So we'll have a knit to fit class, and then we're going to come and have a private happy hour, knit time, shop time. We'll have hors d'oeuvres and drinks here in the shop and on the patio of the shop. And so I think it's going to be really, really fun. The idea of getting together in person, really, like the minute that this idea like crept into my mind, I went full steam ahead because I got so excited about the idea of hosting an actual in-person thing here. And then just for fun, we have an optional wine day on Sunday. So if you were in town and you stayed the night, you could tack on our little wine adventure. We're going to go out to one of my favorite places in town, Marchese Winery, and they have a beautiful, beautiful environment there, and have a little knitting afternoon with wine and charcuterie and all of that stuff. So yes, Julia, of course you can drink mimosas before your Saturday shift. Have you ever seen Jill and I when we host tours and things and offer up mimosas? I'm always drinking the mimosas. I mean, nobody wants to just be the person not drinking the mimosas, right? When everyone else is having fun. But you can also just have orange juice if you would just like orange juice. So as could anybody else. Anyways, if you have any questions at all, if you're kind of on the fence, but there's something kind of like that you're not sure about, please feel free to email us. You can email customer service, notanotherhat.com. We'll answer any question you have. If you're thinking about coming from out of town and you're not, sure if it's like worth it to make the trip, we'd be happy to help tell you about other fun things around the area that you can do in the first couple weeks of October that are really, really lovely. Also, we have a lot of stuff to do here in Hood River. There's the Fruit Loop. You can go to Timberline Lodge, go to Multnomah Falls. I had somebody call from, I think she was in California. Her and her friends, they were asking about other stuff they could do while they were up here. But we have people coming already from Colorado, Texas, California, Washington, and locals too. So it's going to be so much fun. So I hope you can join us. And that's it. Next week, the club stuff is coming, clearing those final hurdles right now. And so we have lots of fun stuff next week. The sale is still going. So if you need some screaming deals on some yarns, that's still happening. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, full of knitting, maybe knitting a new hat. Who knows? And I'll see you Tuesday. All right. Bye, everybody.